Many of you know, or some of you that lived in Chicago, you know that the Honorable Elijah Muhammad bought homes all over Chicago, and he leased them out to the believers at a very low price. And he did this for years, and he was buying farmland. He was really moving. But this time he said, we're going to embark on the food portion. He said, the Bible says that the corn is in the fish's mouth. So he said, I want you to go where, I want you to research the world. Anywhere in the world where you find the best and the cheapest fish, we will buy it. And we're going to buy in large quantities, because if we buy in large quantities, we can reduce the price, and we will then pass this price on to our brothers and sisters. He didn't want to sell it to everybody. He just wanted to sell it to the lost found Negroes of the United States. So we searched the whole world, and we found that the best and the lowest priced fish was in Peru. So we embarked and we went to Peru. We traveled to Peru. Elijah Muhammad's grandson, Sultan Muhammad, who was fluent in Spanish, Mr. Dober and myself, we flew to Peru. And he said, another thing, he said, do not negotiate with any middle people. We're not dealing with middle people. We're only dealing with governments. He said, our government to another government. So don't deal with middle people. So we dealt with the government of Peru. We drew a contract up. 36 million pounds of fish a year. Each shipment of fish that came into the United States, 3 million pounds a month. Every month, 3 million pounds of fish came into the United States of America. And it came in there, it came into the port. Brother Muhammad, pick the map up again. I'll tell you where these ports came in. Okay, we had fish coming into the port of Los Angeles. We had fish coming into Mobile, Alabama. We had fish coming into New York City. We had fish coming into Savannah, Georgia. And this fish, the Los Angeles group, who was a very powerful and diligent group, they sold a lot of whiting H&G. I think Brother Shaw and Imam Hassan will vouch to that. They sold, and they cover this whole western region. And over here in New York, and here we had the southern region was covered. We did it by truck. We did it by rail. We did it by plane. We covered the United States with fish. I'll tell you, not only this 3 million pounds coming in every month and 36 million pounds coming in a year, we're talking about $50 million coming into this community every single year. That was a stimulus to everybody. Okay, brother, you can understand. Now, what was so great about this is that if you know, my time is out. If you know that, there's one thing I want to say. If you remember this idea of bringing in goods at a low price and then selling it, guess who did it? You ever heard of Walmart? They copied the online. They copied him. They did it, but only they weren't reducing the price so low that, and they were selling to everybody. But anyway, we sold to just our people, and I tell you, it was very successful. One more thing I want to say. In 1975, the Library of Congress stated that the Nation of Islam imported more fish into the United States than any company in the history of America. But this is a man with a third-grade education. And if you had to be, if Allah, subhanahu wa ta'ala, Allah had His guidance and His blessing had not been with this community, it never would have happened. Takbir!
Allahu Akbar.
I know that's right. Takbir!
Allahu Akbar.
Assalamu alaikum.